Basketball season is underway here in El Segundo for both the boys and girls teams. And with both programs having second-year head coaches at the helms and both programs with playoff experiences under their belt, the future in basketball looks brighter than ever here in El Segundo. Coachito, in your second year as the varsity coach here for the boys team, what's the difference been like in your first year into your second year?
Just the experience has been great for everyone, myself included. Getting a chance to get to know each other, getting a chance to understand the system, the philosophy that we want to bring to the El Segundo basketball program, and it's been great. You know, we've done a really good job this year. We've been very competitive, and so going into league, we look to continue that process.
Now, last year you guys were kind of a surprise entrant into the playoffs, and you made some noise. Not only did you get into the playoffs, but you won a game in the playoffs. How beneficial was that experience for you as the first-year head coach?
That was big, you know, to be in first year, to come in and get a playoff win after several years of, you know, kind of just as soon as league done is we're done. So it was good for the kids to get that experience, that extra time of practice, that extra bit of camaraderie, and so it was vital. And so hopefully this year, you know, right now we're 14 in the top 16 for our division, which is good. We actually moved up a division to 4AA, and so we're hoping to keep that status and get it, you know, second, third round into the playoffs this year.
Now, only 5 returners from last year's team into this year's team. How beneficial have those guys been as leaders stepping up for this squad?
It's been really helpful for the younger guys. And you know, we have 9 seniors, and so a lot of those kids were juniors last year, and so they were a part of the program but not a part of varsity. And you know, there's a big jump moving from JV to varsity, and the guys who are returning, you know, help make that transition a lot easier for them. You know, we brought in 2 freshmen as well, and so it's been really a team effort, collaborative effort to get everybody on the same page and to learn all those lessons we learned last year and to just improve upon them this year.
2 of those seniors, Chase Ali Watkins and Salia Liu, 2 of the top scorers for your team last year. How have those guys transitioned this year playing for you?
They've been fantastic. You know, one of the big things that we've asked on both of them is to be a little bit more vocal and take on a little bit more of a leadership role. And they've done a good job of communicating with their teammates, getting them involved, getting things exciting. And so it's been critical that we've had them last year and then also continue to this year.
Chase, you're one of those returning players that I was talking to the coach about earlier, and you guys had a playoff experience last year. How was that experience for you, and how has it helped you this upcoming season?
It was a pretty exciting experience. It was our first time making the playoffs in a couple of years, so it was just exciting overall, and it was a good run that we had.
Last year, you were the team leader in points per game. You averaged 13.6 points. What's the goal this year to break that goal from last season?
I'm just trying to get my teammates involved, and then if they put me in the right situation to score, then I'll take this shot. But overall, I'm just trying to get everybody involved.
And what are your thoughts on the season so far? You guys have been competitive throughout this season. You're about to start league play. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to playing some of those league teams, trying to make the playoffs win. We got a couple good wins already. We had a couple bad losses, so we're trying to get more consistent. That's just what our focus is right now.
So far, I think we're actually doing pretty good, improving from last year, especially if we have one of those big guys not returning with us, but that's okay because we still have other players to fill their spots and be able to help out more.
And you personally, what are you working on your game this upcoming season?
As myself, I'm really trying to get big out there, especially with me being the smaller guy with other big people. So I'm trying to get stronger and score more points and get up there with the leaderboards with Chase.
Yeah, last year, like I mentioned earlier, you were one of the surprise playoff entrances, and you made a little noise in the playoffs. What did you take away from that experience?
It was great. It was very exciting to feel the atmosphere and the crowd, and it was a really good experience for us to build moving forward. So now we have a few players that know what it's like to play in a playoff game, and we won't be as nervous. We won't have those same nervous reactions. So it was good.
And you yourself, what are you looking to improve on in this upcoming season?
I'm just trying to get my shot right. You know, I'm a shooter, so I just want to be able to knock down my shot when I get it, and basically just get my team involved whenever we can, so that it's about getting the win. It's not about individual play.
The boys varsity team looks ready to take on all comers this upcoming season. Now the Lady Eagles, who made an even bigger splash in the playoffs last year, are looking to take the momentum and carry over into this upcoming season. The Lady Eagles, who made it all the way into the third round of the playoffs last year, have 7 returning starters from that team. And the Lady Eagles will once again be in contention for another Ocean League championship and a deep playoff run. Let's check them out. Now, this is your second year head coach for the Lady Eagles. How has the season been so far from you this year compared to your first season?
We're probably right now about the same. Our record-wise is about the same. Going into league, I think we have maybe a little higher expectations, but we've done well so far. We played some tough teams and close games, so I think we're about where we expected to be.
Now, last year you guys went pretty deep in the playoffs, making it all the way into the third round. Did you think that experience has helped you guys into this 2016 season?
I think it has. You know, I mention it all the time. I talk about that game. I tell them about how hard they played in that game, how they needed to compete in that game, and I hope that they learned from that.
And how's the season been for you so far?
It's been really good. We've been playing a lot of tournaments and games against difficult teams, so we've been able to kind of push and see what level we're at and get better every game.
Now, last year, I've been talking about this a lot during this program, that you guys made a deep playoff run, making it all the way into the third round of the playoffs. What did you take away from that playoff experience last year?
Well, it was the farthest we've ever gotten in the playoffs, and so it was really exciting for our team to be able to do that, but we learned that we need to be able to rise to the level of the teams that we're going to play. Our league is difficult, but we definitely need to step it up once we start getting to the playoffs, because it gets heavier competition.
And talking to Coach Kim, he said you guys kind of have a chip on your shoulder. You want to put that first banner up for girls basketball here in the gym. How does it feel to play with that chip on your shoulder?
It's our driving force. We've been talking about it every year because obviously there's never been a girls basketball team that's gotten a banner, and so this year we feel like we have the best chance we've ever had, and we can actually go on and get a banner for the first time. It's pushing us each game.
Some people want it to happen. Some people wish it would happen. Others make it happen. Michael Jordan said that, a great basketball player in his own right, one of the greatest, some might argue. Now the Lady Eagles of El Segundo are trying to make happen the first ever league championship in school history. The boys, on the other hand, are just trying to make the playoffs for the second consecutive year. Both teams are hungry and both teams are ready to win now. Until then, I'm Aguirre de Liu for El Segundo TV and Quick Hits.